Welcome back to the Brew Podcast, everyone. This is episode 321. Back together in the church room. Almost like the Barrett's house. Church room bar. Good to be back.
It's good to be back, JT.
Yeah. For me too. Good to be back here.
It's good for us to be back together.
Exactly. It is. It's great. It's good to see you. You look tan.
There is a tan line, folks. I can't show you though. It's not. Yeah. It's not safe. It's not work safe.
It's the Borat outfit. Tan, right?
Borat. I did because you've seen me in the Borat outfit.
Have, yeah.
I got talked out of it. I was told absolutely not to, because we were going to go to Orient Beach again, which is the nude beach.
Oh, okay.
And I've been nude on the beach before, but I thought it would be funny to walk around in that, and I was told don't bring it.
Nude on the beach. Nice.
It's fun. It's just something that's a bucket list for me.
Oh yeah.
I can always say I was nude on the beach with my in-laws.
Oh yeah, you want to be? Yeah, that's.
They were on the beach. It's a different part of the beach. That's the gimmick. But it's like, I'm older than my grandma. That game. It's questions to ask it. But how am I older than my grandma?
You're older than your grandma now.
Yeah.
She was when she
still
did
living.
Something?
Nope. I'm older today. Right now, we're both living. I'm older than my grandma.
I don't know, in naked years.
No, not naked years. And
Are these fake years? Is what we're talking about?
No.
Am I getting hot? No, it's in normal years.
Normal years.
Flights.
Flights?
I don't know how we're measuring the age.
The
question. There's too many follow-ups I need to ask.
So she's in her 20s.
Oh, sure. Her 120s?
Nope, 20s.
Your grandma?
My grandma.
Wow. I don't know. Is she a time traveler?
Nope.
I don't know.
She's 21.
She's 21?
Yeah. She's legal to drink.
Oh, is she perpetually 21?
No. It's not that gimmick.
No, not that gimmick.
No.
That'd be 29.
Yeah.
Usually. I don't know.
I have no idea. I thank you for not going to the obvious place, because everyone always goes, your grandpa's a sicko or something like that.
Oh, yeah. No. I knew that it wasn't the case.
Ready?
Yeah.
Born on a leap year.
Born on a leap year.
Fantastic. Use that. That in college, that trick got me a lot of beers.
Okay.
Also paying for them. Paying for beers got me. That's a trick you should know.
Paying for them does get you. Yeah.
The more you know.
If you offer to pay for your beer, you'll get it.
You'll always get it.
You'll always get it. Well, not always.
I just got off the boat yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I was fighting the same aliens that you left. You didn't clean them up like you should.
It's hard. There's so many of them.
It's crazy.
I had to go back to work.
We had different locations that we went to, but we battled them back. So I told you we didn't talk about the cruise at all. We actually talked about our baseball drafts.
Yeah.
So much material. I have, to this day, right now, 36 hours later, I have the worst sea legs still.
Really? Still feeling a little wavy?
In your Navy time, this is why it's two-pronged, and you just got off a cruise.
Yeah.
How long did yours go away? Are you more acclimated to it because of your time on the Boxer?
I don't know that I ever had sea legs.
What the... that concludes this podcast.
No,
There's nothing more.
Definitely on the Boxer, I never. And we listed way more and pitched and rolled and all of those nautical terms. Never had it off the cruise ship. I felt it for a little while after. But we drove, so that was one thing. That was different. We drove, and then when we got back, I couldn't tell if it was just like having sat for 16 straight hours.
Yeah.
Was making me feel weird, or whether it was... Yeah, it felt like the boat.
Yeah. Your sister asked, Chuggalos' sister, Chuggalo Nicole, I was on the Freedom of the Seas.
Freedom.
She asked.
That's awesome.
She, and I didn't respond to her. I was going through a bunch of messages. But yeah, I wanted to get back to that.
Freedom of the Seas. Yeah, so sea legs now.
We were in the Atlantic for most of the time because we went on the north side of all the islands that we stopped at. So I understand that this was my fourth cruise. I've never experienced this sensation. I was fine on the boat. Monday night was a little rough. And the unfortunate thing, that was the night that we did our big weight loss dinner.
Oh, okay.
So I was less hungry because of it, but I didn't feel like the need to return. But yeah, and then the rest of the time I was fine.
Yeah.
but not like it wasn't aggressive. You know, there weren't doors.
Oh, you're saying on like you felt a little seasick?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit, but not like green in the gills or whatever. But I just didn't want to punish myself with food. You know what I'm saying?
I was interpreting your question to be feeling it after after you get off.
Both.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Both.
Yeah, no, I never.
Otherwise,
get
I was
seasick.
fine.
I've never been seasick.
We had, I've been hungover on a ship. I've never been seasick, but it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's the same sensation for me, like when I sit in the back seat of a car and somebody's driving.
Yeah. So most people on a cruise ship, I noticed this from just having been on the one.
Yeah.
Will work hard to not feel the ship. In the Navy, most sailors learn how to use the ship to their advantage.
To your advantage. Yeah.
Rock you to sleep, get you like
great,
if you lift weights when you're on a ship at sea, a certain pitch will make it lighter.
Oh yeah,
It's just using gravity, you know. But there's ways on the ship, so you become so conscious of it that you're then using it.
5 years ago, I worked out on the ship. I was on a treadmill, and that I didn't like that sensation.
That's different.
That was a
treadmill's
tough.
hard. Yeah.
Because like even an inch or two, like when you're lifted or whatever, it's jarring a little bit.
And I'm not sure. I didn't go into the gym on the ship I was on, but if they have the option for Smith machines and you're gonna do some barbell work,
that's where you should be.
Get on the fucking Smith machine. Don't be stupid. Yeah, don't be stupid.
I just had to make sure we were.
A gym injury could put you out for
the entire cruise.
Your life, basically. You could fuck up something in your back and never be the same. Just use the Smith machine.
Beer related. Cruise beer, disappointing.
Yeah, I was disappointed as well.
Stone IPA is the go-to.
We talked about that they'd run out of some of them.
Yeah.
For me, but yeah.
They had a guava orange IPA that I just had to try from Terrapin.
Yeah, Terrapin. I did try that one.
That was all right. I tried that once just to have it. The Foster's oil cans. Did you have Foster oil can? Mm-hmm. That's the 25 ounce, the big guy.
No, I didn't have that.
I
know what you're talking about. Yeah, but
that was down a lot of those in the sports bar and the pub.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, definitely Stone IPA. There was one other middling IPA, but Stone is the. Bar? But I was always doing mixed drinks. But then even after a while, it's just tough to like sustain on that.
I just settled in to the same. Like 2 drinks. We would do.
What were your 2 drinks?
Bourbon and ginger ale.
Yep.
And then old fashioned.
So old fashioned, whiskey sour, and then my third I discovered it 4 days in was called Black and Gold, which was their Royal Caribbean. It's based out of their sports bar, but it's Buffalo Trace peach schnapps, and I don't care for peach.
Oh, my mom likes peach schnapps.
Ginger ale, cranberry juice.
Okay.
It was delightful. Refreshing.
I needed a
refresh.
I'm a big margarita fan. So I did a ton of margarita. I actually forgot to mention. I did a ton of margarita.
Blended or rocks?
Rocks, salt with salt. Please put salt. Why are they not putting salt standard now?
I had a drink on the boat with tahini on it.
What kind of shit is... Oh, the tahini's good. I'll do that. Tahini and salt. Let's do that. Let's mix them.
And then my guilty pleasure is a BBC, which is a Bailey's Banana Colada. I don't like.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
That
sounds like vomit.
I do not like coconut. There's no coconut in that. It just tastes. And it's a smoothie.
Creamy.
It's awesome.
That sounds like something that would. I don't want any creamy alcohol. No way.
Creamy alcohol.
I'm good. And margaritas lime. All this other fancy shit. It always disappoints. Get a lime margarita. It's the best.
In our group, between margaritas and mojitos, those were probably the most popular too.
I love margaritas so much. I could have one right now.
Also, JT, anytime I go on a trip, I like to get JT a gift to commemorate. It's tough though because he just went on a cruise, and I go, I can't get you something that says cruise, so I really struggled.
You shouldn't give me anything.
And I went back and forth. Oh, just a second. I went back and forth, and I was like, what do you get a man that has everything?
Yeah.
And he just went on a cruise, so I didn't want to be redundant. I didn't want to give him like a lei or something like that. So I got you what every man needs, another beer opener.
That's awesome. That's exactly what I do need. Wow, thank you.
You bet. And that's from our favorite stop. That's from St. Martin, which is our favorite out of the 4, and we've been there multiple times.
Wow, thank you.
We didn't get to the nude beach this time. We just stayed in Philipsburg on the Dutch side of the island, which was great. We found my favorite bar of the trip, and they might be listening. So out shout to Big Bastard from Big Bastards. They got me. They had a sandwich board sign on the nice beach walk, and they had a drink called Adios Motherfucker. It's a mixed drink.
I've heard of that.
$12.
Where did I hear of that?
It was delightful.
$12.
And they had Adirondack chairs that were covered, just looking out into the water.
In port, you're saying?
In port.
They had those chairs on the ship too, I think.
Yeah. But just sitting there, great service. So Big Bastards gave them an amazing review when you're there. Ordered the frings, fries and onion rings, 50-50. They had a garlic aioli that was half garlic, half aioli, and it was just
half garlic, half aioli. That's a good recipe.
Massive amount.
What is
of
aioli?
Like a cream, almost like a mayo based, but it's not.
I knew it was like a spread, but I wasn't sure what it is. It's like some sort of
Stev's hollering at
sour thing.
Yeah, Stev's hollering at the screen.
Stev, what is it? Put it in the comments right now. Timestamp.
And the other thing that I want to say is more bars should do this. So I bought a koozie. Bars sell koozies. So this is a $4 upcharge. So their beers were $5-6. I got a couple of island IPAs everywhere we stopped. The Caribbean is catching up. The IPAs aren't good.
Right.
But 5 years ago, there were no IPAs.
Right.
Now they're catching up. So it's taking a while.
They know what business is.
For $5 or $4 more, you got a koozie. More bars need to do this. Gimmick.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the bottle ones. So when it came, I was sad.
Yeah.
But I even asked if and they're like, nope, that's their gimmick.
That's their gimmick.
So
bottle,
I love that. More.
That's cool.
More, because now that's a great story. And when people go to St. Martin, they're going to want to go to Big Bastards.
Yeah.
And there's 80 bars.
That's cool.
And probably the top 5 bourbon bar that I've ever seen in my life down there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Lux Bar.
Top 5. Holy shit.
They had 11 different Blantons. Just
holy crap, 11 different ones.
And like the old Century Bar,
11 different ones
narrower than that.
Wow, narrow. Well, they've widened the one now, but the old
narrower,
it's narrower than the old one.
You can't put tables on the other side. Like you can barely if you get
I hated
off your
going
stool,
in how fucking thin that place was.
Narrower, much narrower.
Damn.
Better lit, but more narrow.
Yeah. American bourbon bars love darkness.
More gimmicks, and then
more gimmicks.
The other thing, obviously, my favorite koozie.
Yeah.
Of the trip.
That's awesome. Ooh, that's a nice one.
That's a nice one.
Stitched and everything.
Yep, high quality.
That's super high quality.
So when it falls apart, I told my wife that's when it's going to be time to go back.
Okay. So you want to fuck that thing up? Oh, that's fun. So you had fun. Sounds like it was more geared towards older crowd, not old people, but like more mature crowds than mine. Mine seem to be families mostly.
Great segue. Too many fucking teenagers on the boat.
Too many teenagers on
kids are fine. Teenagers just roaming in wild packs on the boat.
They do roam in packs. I don't understand.
Wild packs.
And they're weird. They're all like, saying stupid shit and acting like they're cool, but they're not. We all know it.
In St. Thomas, so our first stop, which is a U.S. territory, it's 18 to drink. So we were out on
cool.
We were a snorkeling party boat excursion. So 16, 17, 18-year-olds were like, well, I forgot my ID. So the boat, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. They're like, do 20 push-ups. So the girls in the group just walked away. The one guy goes, yeah, I'll knock him out. And the other guy, in that age, says, I can't do 20 push-ups. Can I still have some room to punch? And the guy goes, no, you need to. And his buddy goes, I'll do another 20 for him. And kind of, all right, if your buddy does another 20.
Wow.
So he did 20 push-ups to get his brother to drink.
What a friend.
Brother or friend, yeah.
What a friend. That's awesome. Yeah, we had some teenagers, but not that many. Mostly families.
And then they gifted me, that was the day after my birthday, so they gifted me a bottle of rum because it became a fun game. Tell all the bartenders it was Matt's birthday for whatever special concoction. Get home with said bottle, and I'm unpacking, and my daughters are trying to, and I go, go show this to Papa. It's a bottle of rum. And I've never bought alcohol on cruises before because you have to submit it, but take it, whatever. Yeah. He thought it was a gift for him, so that bottle of rum is down gone. Yeah, so this morning we got back from taking him out for breakfast, and he's gonna listen. This is great content. I go, hey, where's that bottle of rum? I was gonna put it downstairs.
Yeah.
She goes, I think he thinks that it was a gift. I go, why would I get a man a bottle of booze that doesn't drink anymore?
Yeah.
So
weird gift. But he has it.
I'll get some of that rum when I get there.
Oh yeah. You guys, you can pour two and.
I thought that was a fun story.
That is a fun story. I love that.
Because I'm guessing my 6-year-old.
That happens sometimes. It's, you get a gift and somebody's like, oh. Or you don't get them. You're just showing them something. They think it's a gift. But that's all. That sounds like a lot of fun. So when your daughters are teenagers, you're still not going to take them with you? Because I think that our kids enjoyed it.
I mean, we're taking them to Vegas in May.
A little different.
My 9-year-old thinks that she's going to be able to gamble. So. Mm-hmm.
Well,
she wants to play slot. She's played slots.
That'll be fun to disappoint her.
She's gonna be, but so
they should open up a kids casino.
I like having something that's ours. Maybe when they're older. Like it got brought up all the time.
Oh, really?
Like and then we're taking them back to the Dells as we do every year. So it's not like we're not doing things for them.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not accusing you of not doing things.
No, not you.
There's vacations that you enjoy as an adult without kids that eventually you transition into enjoying them with your kids.
Yeah. Maybe.
And now I don't really take a lot of vacations, so
when they're self-sufficient and paying for their
kids every time,
their stuff themselves.
Yeah, when they're self-sufficient, you're gonna make them get jobs at 14 with a waiver.
I got a job when I was 14 and a half.
Fair enough.
But I'm saying like in their, I want to be like my in-laws are great to party with.
Oh, in their 20s, hell yeah, they're paying for their themselves.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying in their 20s.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about when they're teenagers. Like if you had a freshman and a junior, like I have.
Yeah.
Would you take them on a cruise?
No.
No. Ours
was
fun.
We're gonna have
to hang out with the gaggles of teenagers.
Yeah, they didn't roam.
They didn't like them. They were like, those kids suck. I could tell they suck. I'm like, how do you know?
Oh.
They're like, I could tell they suck. They're dumb. These kids suck.
Here's another Navy question for you.
Yeah.
So in the casino playing craps, as I normally do, on a roll, up. There's a guy at the baccarat table next to me. Not hyperbole. 18 inches of $100 chips.
Wow. He's killing it.
Cleaning them out. They come over the announcement. I've never, again, fourth cruise. We're shutting down the casino for 2 hours. It'll reopen at 12:30. They don't give a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Our theory is the craps table was very hot. They were losing their asses, and that baccarat table.
$1,800 though. It's not.
No, 18 inches of $100 chips.
That's a shitload of chips.
6,000 ish.
Wow.
We measured it out, and he got mad. So we left.
As he should.
And so they cooled down and all the slots and everything like that. So the best part is this is where the Navy part comes in. We had to steer away from a storm, and we were going into American territory waters, so it's illegal to operate the casino.
Is that what they said?
Yeah. That's not what they said.
That's what happened.
But my best theory that we heard, we were at another bar, and a lady goes, the next day, yeah, they had to shut down the casino last night. And the guy is, oh, okay, yeah. And she goes, there was a tsunami warning.
Wow.
And then she goes, and he goes, oh, okay. And she goes, did you feel that wave at 2:00? That was the tsunami.
That was it? Wow.
So 2 hours after the casino opened back up, we got hit by a tsunami wave.
Yeah, wow. You guys
survived.
I'm glad you survived the tsunami.
It took everything in Aaron to not be like, what stupidity is going on? He's
a geographer as well, right?
Yeah, but city planning, much different, like urban development.
So lesser than, is what you're saying.
We didn't do well in geography trivia. There's like the river that runs through
there's
Vienna,
Austria. There's some hard geography
I got the wrong
questions out there.
one.
I did great in trivia. I loved trivia on the cruise. That was probably one of my favorite things. I thought it was going to be just
We nailed
boring.
Harry Potter trivia.
Oh, I wouldn't know shit about Harry Potter.
With our group. Music trivia was all right, but anywho, so I'm a tsunami survivor.
That's awesome. That's great. I'm glad you did. I don't know how many tsunamis hit that far out.
Yeah, and
like none.
The timing
like
was
zero of them.
Timing was terrible.
Yeah, that's awesome that she said that. Hey, people make shit up. I realized there are people who just don't ask. Yeah, confidently. They don't ask questions. They just make it up, and then they tell that story like they knew it. There was a tsunami.
Yeah.
2 a.m. We got hit with a tsunami. Yeah. On a ship at sea.
It's just, to this lady, you know who you are.
Boo to you.
First beer. New brewery.
New brewery alert.
Fonta Flora. Where's Fonta Flora?
Fonta Flora?
Brewery.
Oh, I don't know the brewery. Where are the trees?
Where is it?
I'll guess. I haven't seen it.
You didn't do any of this research. This can's been in front of you for 7 minutes.
I didn't want to spoil it.
I'm joking.
It's from
Morganton?
Michigan.
Morganton,
Washington, I mean.
North Carolina.
Ah, I was wrong.
You go to the website, which is Fonta, Fonta, not Fanta, FontaFlora.com, and you'll find out that they're a very rustic co-op driven with biodiversity and agriculture. They run 6 or 7 different co-op farms, and they get a lot of their ingredients from there. So I was enamored with that. This is their hop beard, which to me elicits very hoppy.
Yeah.
It's a 7% IPA, so it's going to be interesting if it's going to deliver that IPA punch. I was just thirsting for an IPA that wasn't a stone for the most of the time. But yeah, they grow their own ingredients, or try to at least, local. And we're like, where's Morganton? It's off of the 40 interstate. In the Research Triangle ? It's between Asheville and Hickory.
Okay.
So
sweet,
small town. But that's it. We're gonna go with the crack.
All right, let's do it.
Ooh,
not primed.
3, 2, 1.
All right, but it is a sticker.
That's a good crack. It is a sticker beer.
Sticker. It's rare these days.
Great nose.
It's got a good nose.
Danky nose.
I was gonna say the same.
Danky. Wow.
Nose is good.
This
smells
smells like
since I've had an IPA of this dankness.
This smells like level. When we checked into our cruise stateroom. This smells like the safe wherever the previous occupants kept their dank IPAs, if you know what I mean. It was Stacy took out her jewelry case like a day later. It's to this day it smells.
Yeah, it's crazy that something so. I mean, I guess the weed smokers are good at it, but. Are you allowed to take that on the ship?
No.
Okay, because they had dogs at customs when we got on the ship, and I'm like,
we had no
there's
dogs.
No way you're gonna get anything through because these dogs are great at this job.
Clearly
someone did.
When I was on St. Kitts, I was approached by a man that said, "I can get you anything."
Wow.
And he goes, "Anything?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just walking on the beach,
just chilling, dude. Go
that's an island I don't need to go back to. It was fine. I had the run of a bar by myself though.
That's cool.
I like that. Yeah, they gave us a school bus tour. It was listed as a historic tour of St. Kitts and beach. It was 30 minutes driving in an old school bus where they're serving you rum punch, and 3.5 hours at a beach. Like no one packed for that, so I was like, I'm gonna go sit in the beach bar.
Yeah, that's a good
Some good lagers. Stag lager. Did you see Stag? STAG.
I had a couple that I don't remember what they were.
Did you have Carib?
Maybe. I tried the ones that I had not heard of from places far away.
SXM.
There was
a big one.
Some British stuff there in the pub. And then a couple of them they ran
on the boat, or like when you went off on the islands.
On the boat.
Oh yeah.
When we went out, I don't think I drank at all.
No water?
Yeah, I had water.
Okay, good. Did you check for the twist cap? Always.
I didn't check.
I always do because I
don't remember.
I don't want dysentery.
I think I brought my own water off the ship.
There was a stop where we couldn't bring any liquids. There's people just dumping because they're worried about contamination.
They had people on most of the stops. They had the big carts with ice, and they were just like, "Here, take water." I'd always get the sugar-free Red Bulls. That's a good feature for these cruises. These sugar-free Red Bulls. I took advantage of that like crazy.
That got included in the drink package 2 years ago.
Okay.
Otherwise, that was
premium.
That was the platinum package.
I fucking loved having that. Honestly, that made my day when I found out they had energy drinks on the ship. Because I need those.
I'm a sugar-free Red Bull dude.
I love them.
I just want more than 8 ounces at it. 12 ounces is my sweet spot. I just want that extra 4 ounces. And they give you 2 once you learn.
See, I'm not opposite.
I
wish that. Well, not. I think 12 ounces is reasonable. I think these pint-sized energy drinks, I never finish them. I need a smaller can of energy drinks. Like, I like C4s and Rain because they have good flavors, but there's too much in the can.
Yeah, sugar-free Red Bull's mine.
I love sugar-free Red Bull. Don't get me wrong.
It's my jam. I keep those in the fridge at all times.
Yeah, they're the best.
This beer, after a week of, again, don't get me wrong, Stone IPA, but that's when your own thing. And obviously, we've been doing this podcast for 7 years, hundreds of beers, thousands if you include the advent calendars. We like variety. You don't just keep one beer in your fridge.
Oh, yeah.
There's people that do that. We love them. Those aren't our styles. This is welcomed. And the fact that it tastes a lot bigger than what it is. This, to me, tastes bigger. It's got a bigger butt than that 7%. I'm not saying big. 7.8 to 8.6, 8.8.
Okay. Have you had Truth Bomb yet?
Yeah.
I didn't like it. That tasted like booze. That, to me, that was like, they didn't hide anything.
So, now they have a standard IPA, they're Imperial, and now they're double.
Well, the Imperial is the Truth Bomb.
Yep.
The doubles, what is that?
Knowledge.
Oh, Knowledge. Yeah, I love Knowledge.
Which, Knowledge, so we're in agreement on that. Truth Bomb, Knowledge is my favorite Knowledge beer.
Good. I still think Truth is the best.
Yeah.
But I do like Knowledge a lot. It's good.
Maybe it's just because, I can't get it that much. You can throw a stick around here and get a Truth anywhere.
These are Rheingeist beers for all the non-Ohioans.
I sat on this one, and you'll do the Canner bonus segment, but I bought this beer specifically for the podcast. I don't have a very good IPA fridge right now, but I've been sitting on this one for the podcast specifically because it reminds me of a what's the artwork? Who does the Phantom? Ghost in the Shell, Phase 3 or. There's an artwork that it elicited and spoke to me, that white, just a stark, simple one image, and I was like, that's why I bought this beer. Demon O is an IPA until today when I pulled it out of the fridge.
I mean, Maine.
Other half Maine is another one, with the simple word.
Just blank space, basically. I don't want to break into a Taylor Swift song, but
yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to.
I heard her legal department is very forgiving.
Oh yeah. I'm sure of it.
And you would do it justice.
I think I would do a terrible job. See if I how. Oh yeah, look at all
that. You just showed the back of the white. Look at this white.
Look at all that white space. Yeah, it's Canner up on our segment. Not to. I think you were saying something.
No, I want to, when we get big and we take over, I want to get a turntable.
That'd be
can
cool,
on there and another.
Or we could get a producer to just put like an image of it on.
Yeah, Stev.
Yeah, it's just got
throw it on the turntable.
It's the white background, but it's got a foil based hop beard, which is nice.
Treebeard from Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, I like that. And it kind of reminds me of. I guess it would be like that, or like Game of Thrones, like just a long beard. There's people you see around with long beards, but the thick, bushy ones, not like the shitty, wiry ones that person shouldn't be growing a beard.
I don't know anything about facial hair.
I don't either. I just know I have it, and it exists. And I was gonna shave this morning, but I debated it for a good 5 minutes. And I looked in the mirror and I said,
Self.
You're all right.
Yeah.
You're all right. Just keep it for now. When it gets hot, though, I'm getting rid of it. It's good. I originally thought it was like, some sort of like horns kind of hand thing, and then I saw the name Hot Beard, and I was like, oh, it's a beard.
Yeah.
I get it now. It's the mouth part isn't as clear as it could be.
Prevalent, right?
But yeah, I think that's catchy can art. The Fonta Flora, the font there, reminds me of something.
Perennial's a
perennial font on that. It's crazy that these are references we're pulling about. Think about how little we knew about can art, 2018.
I'm still going to be on the record. I know nothing about can art.
About like which brands use white backgrounds and what the font's like. That's pretty insane. I'll be honest. But yeah, it's good. I think this is the right in the grand scheme of it. You go to a place like Barrel House, you go to a place like Arrow, and they have all these colorful cans. You either do like the Flying Monkey style where it's just like madness, or you do this really, really like boiled down, simplistic type of stuff. And everything in between gets lost. Now, if you just have like a logo and words, like DBC, or who does it? North High. Yeah, I honestly think I don't even see your beer. I think it's invisible to me.
It takes a lot of people enjoy the process. Sometimes when I go to the store, I just want to be in and out. I want to be back home in my sweats, and sometimes the journey is. But if you're just in between, you're like, I just got to go pick up podcast beers or whatever for the next 3 or 6 or whatever, and you're like, boom, boom, boom. It's nice when it just falls in your cart.
When I buy beer for myself, that's how. When I buy podcast beer, I make sure I have time. I want to look at them all.
Yeah,
because I want it to be. It's for the podcast. It's got to have something behind it.
Yeah.
Now the ones I have currently, I feel are the worst. Not beers, but just like the least amount of flair.
Oh, like a fridge clear.
Yeah. But they were.
Wait.
I'll even introduce the idea. I was given an award at work, and part of my gift was a 2-month subscription to the Great American Beer Club.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They choose some really boring ass beers.
That's the one they send the pamphlet with the info.
Yeah, I have the pamphlet because I didn't know if it was my day or not.
Yeah, the pamphlet is the best part.
The pamphlet is great, and so I was going to read some of that with the beer. But I looked at them and I was like, it's perfect. It'd be perfect if we had the third because there's 3 of each beer. But I was like, wow, these are some uninspiring. This is what I think of when I think of Great American Beer.
I think with some of that stuff, they can pay to be a part of that service because it increases like their name brand. Yeah. Where Tavor is crafted by people at Tavor. Yeah. They reach out to those individuals.
I think that the breweries are probably great.
Yeah.
But the beer that they chose to put into the club is uninspiring.
Yeah. Well, tune in for next week.
I'm somebody who doesn't get inspired by lagers and basic shit. I want West Coast IPA, even just for the conversation, or sugary fruit beers.
You would agree this is a West Coast IPA?
No.
Really?
Yeah, it is a West Coast IPA. Yeah. It is one, but I don't. But I think maybe I like West Coast IPAs now because the past few ones that we've had didn't register like West Coast IPAs used to register.
Yeah.
They used to be almost unapproachable, right? And how dank they were. That's true, right? I'm not imagining that.
No.
These are really good. These recent ones.
We're growing up.
We've had some.
People are refining. I still want.
It's not us.
I still want a Emperor. I still want something just like super acrid and
I don't want that, and this doesn't give. This actually feels crafted to me. This beer feels.
This is a compromise.
This beer feels personal.
Yeah, between those.
Somebody made this with their heart.
Yeah, and again, if you go to their website, this is very like down to earth. Again, salt of the earth. Get their hands dirty. They don't put that in the beer, obviously, but just really good. I would put this on my list without being a gimmicked beer. Like obviously the Funkatorium, and there's other places that we want to go to North Carolina. I would put this. I would drive out of my way to go to Fonta, Flora.
I would too, but the problem with Asheville is you're too drunk before you know it. You just get there almost instantly.
If only, sorry, Stacey. If only we had like a vehicle, almost like a boat, that could take us from one to the other.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, well, we almost did. There was a
hurricane.
Yeah. So yeah, you could have. I don't know why I blanked there. I was like, it flooded.
I have those moments all the time.
Why did it flood? I can't remember, and I feel bad because we have probably have some Asheville listeners here that are mad at me now.
Yeah, that was.
Sorry about that.
Very. Wicked Weed is also down there.
Yeah, Wicked Weed. Well, they own the Funkatorium. I believe.
And then what's the other one?
Yeah, the big
Stev. Holler
Burial.
at the screen. Burial's
there.
Stev gave me those
Green
Burial
Giant or whatever, Green Man.
Burial t-shirts. I don't know why he got them. They're like belly shirts on me, and he's svelte.
He is.
He's a big guy.
Svelt Stev.
That's Svelt Stev. It's gonna be a new one. All right, I'm ready I'm ready to go on this one if you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Drinking at the same time is great. I love it. We get a lot of comments on it. Thank you.
I've already alluded to my fondness. I think this beer is made excellently. It doesn't register on my West Coast alarm scale. This
takes you to Nevada or Utah. You're not on the coast. Smooth.
Yeah. We're like, I don't know. I had some Nevada beers and I didn't think they were that good.
No, I'm saying as far as just.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just like, taking it too far. Yeah, so let's see. It is smooth. It is, I'll say, even somewhat savory in its delivery of the hops. It kind of, I don't know if maybe that's because I haven't eaten much today, or if that's just what the beer tastes like. Do you taste the savoriness to this? It just delivers this combination of hops in a way that is appealing to me.
Does it have the hop build on it?
Yeah.
Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, it has it. It's Amarillo,
Citra, all the hard hitters.
Yep, exactly. Your top of the order, if you will.
Yeah. Citra's my cleanup hitter.
Citra's your cleanup hitter? I'd probably mine too. Boy, they did it. Another great IPA. We've had a lot lately. A lot of really good ones.
That's right. I'm going to mix it up with the next one. Style you haven't had in a while.
I'm definitely... Let me just get to the score. I was ready, but... Okay, so I'll talk about I didn't really talk about the beer taste too much, but it tastes like beer. It tastes like hops. So there's no underlying flavors. There's no gimmicks. This is just an IPA. It's a West Coast IPA. But I feel like some of the actual standard IPAs of today are getting danker than these. Or these are getting less dank. I don't know what's happening. But I remember hating West Coast IPAs. And now I'm almost like, I gotta go out and find more of these. Because this is like so good.
It's coming around.
It's
coming
like
around,
refreshing.
folks.
This is not, you gotta agree that this is not what West Coast used to be.
Coming around.
We said this podcast for 7 years. If we went back and drank some of the West Coast from before,
we gotta find them.
They would not be this good. This is freaking good, man. 4.75.
Yeah. So JT and I, if you remember, when you were kids on the playground and you were swinging, they're like, "Get out of my bathtub." Yeah. Yep. JT and I.
Oh, I never said that.
For you never said that to kids,
no.
Like other kids, like your friends.
If you're swinging at the same time.
Yeah.
Like in sync.
Yeah.
No.
Get out of my bed.
I don't think that was a bad thing.
Illinois people, I've always said this, are just some of the nicest people on the
That's not true. I think
entire planet.
Illinois people are, other than people from Wisconsin who only hate Illinois people.
Yeah, I tested this.
I think Illinois people aren't that really nice.
Other people.
Every time I go back, I'm like, what the fuck happened here?
Devastation.
Ohio's way nicer.
That got
people hold doors here.
We were in a hot tub. I'll get to the score. It won't be.
We'll get there. Don't worry. This is part of the show.
We were in a hot tub. There's 8 of us in a hot tub. All of us were from either Ohio or Wisconsin.
Oh wow!
It's hilarious.
There was a lot of Wisconsin people.
People
on our cruise.
People, so smart to leave in February and go down. People came up to me and they're like, "Where in Wisconsin are you from?" Because they heard the accent.
Yeah.
In my voice.
Yeah, I can see that.
And the best part is, we were at breakfast this morning. We were at the Ugly Duckling. I'll show it, Ugly Duckling. They walked up to my mother-in-law, and they're like, "Where are you from?" And she goes, "Wisconsin." He goes, "Oh yeah, your accent." And she goes, "I don't have an accent." Mm-hmm. No, my mother-in-law.
Yeah, people don't think they do.
It's silky, but yeah.
I think Ohio's the least accent.
It is. That's why Columbus is the deep, which is crazy. You get an hour south, and there's a huge accent.
Oh yeah. Some people in Cincinnati think they're from the south.
And that's why Columbus does a lot of the test restaurants or whatever. It's like the most middle America, if you want to call it. But also has of diversity and
what is the middle of America? I used to know this
geographically.
It's
the population center is Missouri, but it's like Kansas.
It's Kansas, yeah. I think it is.
Off the top rope, this is a 4.75. I don't know what would make it 5.
What would
we
make
say
it 5?
This tough. It's tough with IPAs.
I think if you gave this to me at Pine Club while I was mid-steak, it'd be a 5. I think it just needs to pair with something. It's an IPA. How are you going to get a 5 out of an IPA? It's rare.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be a moment thing.
Speaking of steak, are you an escargot guy? Were you ordering?
My kids got it. They like that shit.
Well, the butter.
Escargot is not a real thing. Here's what escargot is.
Can escargot quesadilla?
Yeah, they did it.
They did it?
Yeah. There's for those who don't know, there's a Can It Quesadilla episode with escargot. Escargot is a vehicle for butter and garlic.
100%.
It is not for eating snail or whatever. It's snail, right?
You can get snails around here because I was asking. They only had it.
They have them at Dorothy Lane.
Yep, they only had it for the nights. One night we were at Chops.
4 nights they have it.
They had it.
Oh, because they're at the restaurant. We just ate at the main dining facility.
The MDR.
Restaurant.
Main dining room.
You
went to the Windjammer?
This is lingo. Yeah, I went to the Windjammer.
Every night?
No, we went to the main dining room every night.
Yeah, escargot.
As a family, in a round table. We filled the whole thing up.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about tables. I was just going to make.
Did you guys get paired up?
Yeah. So we used a travel planner that was related to other people that went on the cruise with us. Never again. That guy's fired.
What was his name?
I
call him out.
I'm not going to say that.
Don't
use Dennis. That first night was abhorrent.
My mom and sister use a guy, and he's great. He's personable. He calls them.
This is their blood.
I don't think I had any benefit from using this guy. I don't understand why we used him.
The one benefit is we got the only way you can get on deck 10 on that boat is you have to use a travel planner. They block it out for otherwise. You go on the website, everything like that. We were looking at that cruise for like 5 weeks before we went. It was only 9. 10 was completely blocked off. So we got on 10. That was the only benefit that we didn't do any excursions through them.
On the higher decks,
don't use decks.
I don't like
down in the
far
comments.
You have to go down the hallway to get to your room.
On deck 10?
On all the higher decks, 8 to 10, yeah. Because I went up there and I was like, "What the fuck? You got to go like way."
Next, you're going to tell me you use the elevator.
Can you see into
the elevator?
Not all the time.
No.
Sometimes.
Don't use the elevator. Unless the women are in heels. You got to earn those IPAs and
get the fuck out of here. I'm on vacation, man. I'm not doing all the rules I live by when I'm here.
I used an elevator 4 times on the boat.
No, I don't think my oldest son used the elevator once.
Hell yeah. Athlete.
Yeah. Oh, he is an athlete. But
D1 bound.
Fucking using the elevator.
No. Boo. Oh, yeah. I've got a button for that.
So where most of your activities? I guess like pool and stuff is.
So Windjammer's 1 up.
But 1 up.
The Windjammer's on 11.
Where was our Windjammer? Maybe it was 11. I don't fucking remember. But our main dining room was like 3 or 4.
We were 4.
Yeah.
But we would meet on the promenade every night for drinks. So it's going down. It's going easy down, and then we would be up in the morgue a lot. The morgue is deck 14.
We fly by the seat of our pants. You're too much more regimented than
the only regimented we had was drinks at 6:30.
Yeah, we didn't do that. Well, what was your dinner? When was your dinner?
At the main dining room.
Ours was at 5.
Unless it was Chops. Oh no, this is the thing they fucked up on. It was 7:45. Ours was.
That's so late. But I actually eat dinner at that time.
You get more. Yeah, you get more out of it, but
true.
More out of your day, but
no. I don't think so because the best stuff is all happening at that time on the ship. All the best like shows and the trivias and the participation things.
That's neat. It's nice to be with your family.
Whatever it was, game shows and shit.
This was our family.
Yeah, I know. But what kind of stuff did you do on the ship? Like at night and stuff.
Relax.
You didn't go to like any fun stuff.
We went to one concert. They sucked. It was all country music. I got
fuck left. That. I'm not doing that.
We did the comedian. The comedian was awesome.
Comedian was good.
But outside of that, like sit around, catch up. We did trivia on the couple of sea days
with my kids, and they don't want to catch up.
But yeah, like the Chops the one night. Chops has gone down. How do you get rid of the seafood tower at Royal Caribbean and say it's COVID, but I can go down to the sports bar and order wings and a fucking onion ring tower, and that's not COVID? Get out of here.
You can do that at the sports bar? Where's the sports bar?
Right outside the casino.
Ours was it was a weird one, like a fireplace fucking place. I don't know. It wasn't a sports bar.
That sounds like the pub.
No, the pub was in the promenade or whatever.
Yeah, promenade. Yeah.
I don't remember a sports bar.
But that was the worst thing is I couldn't get into my sports book because the Wi-Fi is based out of Florida. So then they flag VPNs.
Oh yeah, they flag them.
There's other websites that they flag in Florida too. Those are different websites. You can Google that.
Which ones are those?
What's blocked? That's going to be for our Patreon page.
Yeah, someday.
Mm-hmm.
Someday we'll have that. That will also be sponsored by like Squarespace or some other dumb bullshit.
I wish.
No offense to Squarespace, they're great. Sponsor us.
We need a website. I think that, if we could host.
I think we need a wiki.
A wiki.
We're perfect for a wiki. We need. We'll have
There's
all the
so
beer
much
reviews.
gimmicks.
We'll have like the what he said about it. What's the can art like? Yeah, like a
Stev
wiki would be perfect.
It'd be Stev 1.
We need like a Brew Crew wiki.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And characters. We have a lot of characters.
We have a lot of characters. We need to get back to the basics on some of it. Like, yeah, we've said this before. Commercials, the characters, like, oh, hey, he's coming in right now.
Yeah.
Back when we didn't have a camera and we would just go like this. Like, it's great sound. We were like talking and like,
what were we doing?
We were like looking at.
Oh, we didn't have cameras. Yeah.
We'd write scripts out for each other.
How long did we go before we did filming? Honestly, in my brain, I feel like there's a Mandela effect on not being on camera. I feel like we were always on camera.
Did we film as the original PCP? We had to have.
No.
We didn't? It was only Brew Crew?
Was it audio only?
Stev's got to know.
Is it weird that neither of us remember whether or not we were audio only? Because I feel like that's a significant thing.
Double digits for a long time.
Okay.
Like,
I think we were audio only for a long time, yeah. Like, filming was a big deal. Was it originally? When we did the first Power Hour, didn't we film it?
Yeah.
So we had to be on film for the whole time.
So that was 60 minutes. No, we weren't on film the whole time.
Shit, this is weird. It's weird that we can't remember.
Because we used a mic. It was single channel. I mean, you did the editing.
Oh, yeah, I did the editing. It was audio for a long, long time. Yeah, single mic.
What does my look like? Use your finger.
Oh yeah, it's a bell. It looks like a.
It's a bell.
It's not. Actually, it's a.
Use your finger. We're on video now.
Like, well, it's double sided. It looks like this.
Yeah, like a sine wave.
Not like a sine wave. A sine wave would be like real easy to identify. It's like I don't know.
Man, when we're 50 and remember when we?
That's gonna be weird.
When we're on 8-track.
When I'm 50, you're already 40. I'm not yet, and I think about
42 now, as of last Monday.
What am I doing? Oh, happy birthday, by the way.
Thanks.
You weren't here. I did say it on the pod.
I haven't watched.
You don't.
Usually, I pride myself on being up on that stuff.
Here's the thing: Svelt just spilled shit all over the place, and I cut it out.
Is that why it's all cleaned up now, or what? What was the title for last week?
Yeah. Now that's cleaned up.
Yeah. Now that's cleaned up.
He was just like, I feel like Svelt has this.
Was there a lot of this? Chuggalo Dave just skip ahead 5 seconds. Was there a lot of this?
I think he actually managed it really well this time.
Welcome back, Chuggalo Dave.
But I do want to know if Chuggalo Dave has identified any whatever they call it, anomalies. Because I think he handled it, but it's like I think that he has permanent tunnel vision.
Yeah.
So if he puts the can here and he's looking this, he doesn't know it exists anymore.
Yeah.
So when he just like wildly does things, his brain doesn't register spatially that there's something here to protect. And so it's just like, it just was like, it was a situation where he put the can down like this, or the cup, and it did this whole thing. And any normal person with like the feeling of just doing things in life, you would have been like, oh, I'm going to protect that because I could tell that it wasn't right. No, he was just like, it was like, I wish I cut it out because I didn't want him to be embarrassed about it. But I'm going to talk about it.
So there's a hard cut in the video?
Yeah, there's a hard cut.
I
cut in, and I'm like, now that's cleaned up. That's what the title gave me.
Hilarious. I carried my coaster. I used this coaster.
No way.
So not this one, the other one I traveled with. I did lose a coaster. I lost a koozie. I lost a casino voucher.
I didn't do casino. I'm not a casino guy.
So fun. So fun to play craps. That's when I'm on vacation. That's what the steps earn me.
That's cool.
Beer number 2. What type of beer style is it, JT? Something you haven't had in a while.
Something I haven't had in a while? Is it a wit beer?
No.
Because I shit on a wit beer the other day.
It's from the same country that beer comes from.
Oh, okay. So it's probably a
the name
English heavy ale or something.
No. Weird thing. So this is like a wee heavy.
Yeah.
This is a Buffalo Trace bourbon barrel aged Belgian quad.
Wow, Belgian quad.
We're going to split this.
Yeah. Buffalo Trace.
You're Superman right now. This is 10-4.
All right.
This is from Arbeiter. This was from the last Arbeiter beer that I have. I love Arbeiter thus far this year. They're my brewer of the year. This is Vier, and I'm going to go with the crack, and I primed it with my nails. I hate when I do that. Do you guys hate, I absolutely hate when I get...
you want? I can go into a whole thing about it. I don't think that mail belongs in the kitchen. So if you bring your mail in, it doesn't go in the kitchen.
Mail, M-A-I-L.
M-A-I-L. Not males.
To all the wives out there.
Not men.
Or
I'm talking mail.
Don't bring your mail.
Okay. Ooh. And don't bring the papers you need to sign or this other bullshit. I know that a lot of people, they organize their lives around the kitchen. This is where we congregate and this is where we chat. And so
some people redo their house around the kitchen.
Listen, your mail doesn't belong in the kitchen. And here's the even more thing. The pathway, and because I'm a geographer, I think this way. The pathway from the faucet, I'm washing my hands. Okay, just came in with the dogs, picked up some shit. I know I didn't touch the shit, but I still wash my hands because you never know. Wash my hands. Go to the paper towels. You're dripping. You shouldn't be dripping on things from the path to, but it happens.
Our paper towels
because some people put shit. Oh, we have a.
You bring your dog stand. You bring your dog shit in?
No. I throw the dog shit out, but I come in and I wash my hands.
Some people bring their shit in.
Oh, well, I'm not some.
Okay.
I'm not
so not dog shit. You don't bring dog shit.
I don't bring dog shit in. I throw the dog shit out.
Social security cards.
I bring all my diplomas in. Yes, and don't lay anything
legal
in the pathway between the faucet and the paper towels. If you have paper towels on your countertop. Don't, or on, under the cabinets or whatever people do. Nothing should be in that pathway because it causes that.
Yeah.
And that's how you sparked that conversation.
These glasses aren't very, especially once you put them on a towel, they're not very stable with these glasses. So I try to be particular, but this one, I just sparked it. So it's a 10.4% Belgian quad, again with Buffalo Trace. 100% the nose without going, it's banana. It's that signature Belgian quad banana.
Oh.
To me.
I don't know that we've ever talked about that.
Fantastic.
I don't know.
I didn't have any Belgian quads last week, so my palate is... There's not a lot of Belgian quads in the Caribbean.
I don't know how many Belgian quads have I had in my life? I'd know if
but I was on
my beer.
I mean, it was a Benelux country. I know, the Dutch and whatever. It's the Low Countries. They didn't have anything big like that, Go with what sells, light beer, stuff like that. People don't want this when they're on the fucking boat. But I think Royal Caribbean now is sponsored by Buffalo Trace. Everything is Buffalo Trace. They got rid of all the blends that used to be on the boat.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace. Well, aren't they the same? Same company?
Same conglomerate, if you will, but different.
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly
Nashville.
surprised that it was all Buffalo Trace on there. I know Buffalo Trace is the cheapest of the batch, but I like Buffalo Trace.
$70 for a blend because you have experience. So out in the wild on St. Martin, it was $70 for standard Buffalo Trace, $40 for Eagle Rare.
70 for Buffalo Trace?
No, sorry, 70. Excuse me, for blends.
Oh, that's cheap.
It was very cheap.
That's super cheap.
$100 for the double, and then $135 for the Japanese blends.
Oh wow, I didn't know there was one.
Right, and
now
then
Japanese whiskey
Eagle Rare was $40.
Yes, I think that's appropriate. I think Eagle Rare is the worst of the batch. I think it's the worst bourbon of the group. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just black. It's what I thought Buffalo Trace would be.
Did you talk about this with
Buffalo Trace is better?
Did you talk about this with Nort Dog? Not one Luxardo cherry to ever be found on that fucking shit.
It's funny because
maraschino.
Him and I have talked about Luxardo cherries once ever, and you and I have talked about Luxardo cherries far more. But he's the one who taught me about Luxardo cherries. That's why this registers.
And he taught me about Luxardo cherries.
Oh, he taught you about... Oh, I didn't know that. He taught you about
my number one association with... It'd be in the top 5 with Nort Dog is Luxardo cherries.
Yeah. He knows his cherries. Big bourbon guy. Yeah, Eagle Rare, I think that's appropriate to be cheaper. Wow, $70 for Blanton's. That's good. That's like a $110 bottle in the U.S.
And they knew it too. I mean, they're like, hey, we'll ship it back. All of this stuff. Yeah. Like they knew what they had. Like,
now, Japanese bourbon, I was tipped off to last time I went to California.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised at the flavor that's contained in a Japanese bourbon.
Oh,
it's very flavorful. I don't know if Blanton's Japanese is represents like the Japanese. We got like the, Huzo or whatever. Like it's a popular bourbon in the U.S., but it's made in Japan.
Suntory?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's very good. Whatever it is, it's super, super good. Very flavorful.
But thinner in color and profile.
Yeah.
But like such an easy drinker. I think that's the characteristic that I take away from with Japanese bourbon. More yellow instead of like the brown or whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's still brown, but more yellowish.
Yeah.
As the sun comes through.
But yeah, so
we're drinking a bourbon barrel aged thing here.
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace. Very relevant.
I couldn't drink this whole can myself. This is a shareable beer, much like the other one that we did on episode 317. So I'm not going to go too much into Arbeiter. You can find out more at arbiterbrewing.com. Again, South Minneapolis. Arbeiter means worker. It's a beer for the people, but they build.
I don't think so. I know that's what it means, but I don't think this is a beer for the people.
Their brewery, the hallmark, we make beer for the people, for the worker.
Oh, but that's what I meant.
I don't know if I'm coming home from a factory job and just being like, hey.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. I'm 100% with you. We were getting there together.
You're drinking a Bud Heavy.
Yeah, you're not getting off that metal lathe as a machinist, and you're like, you know what? I want a fucking beer and a goddamn hamburger. Like
metal lathe.
This is. I met a couple of machinists from Cincinnati on the boat.
Oh man, that's who I feel is on the boat. I've met a lot of
hard fucking charging people.
Of machinists in my recent work. They don't like me, but I win them over. Well, they don't like the desk people.
Oh yeah, and especially my go-to is always goes, oh, like what do you do for a living? I go feel my hands and then tell me. Like that's always like I just.
Yeah, well,
I'm
a drummer, so that wouldn't work. Yeah, because I have calloused hands. But
you haven't touched labor in a long time. I left the dairy farm when I was in first grade. Yeah, I shoveled once. Yeah, I scraped shit. I broke concrete a couple of times, but that's about it.
Yeah, they're cool.
Do you agree with the order that I did these beers? That's my big one. Yeah, you couldn't start off with this. It would be. And I don't expect us to finish this. Please have what
this. I gotta say, this would be a very good calendar beer.
This is 100% Arbeiter. Everything that I had when I was up there on my orders, absolute dynamite. I will definitely go back. There was a couple of dud brewers that I had when I was up there. Arbeiter wasn't one of them. The whole experience, lots of garage doors, natural light.
Tons of garage beers.
You can see their 3-barrel or 30-barrel system like right behind you. You're drinking amongst it. Like a poured concrete. All the normal trappings of a brewery that's they just celebrated their 4th year. They actually bought the facility from a previous brewer that occupied it.
Okay.
So it's not bespoke to them. They just adjusted it, and I'm hoping that helped out on their costs. I know they had a medal winning beer. I forget. I said something on 3-7.
It was a medal winning beer.
It was a medal winning beer. It was the turpentine colored beer.
Turpentine.
But, yeah. 317, right? Yeah, I'm just flipping back through.
You got it.
Oh, that was the Quattrade. That was the peated Scotch. This is far better than the peated Scotch.
Far better.
Now I know that score for that beer, so it puts me in a position. We did 3 beers that one.
Oh.
I got better mad to drink a 450 beer that day. That was that green.
Oh wait, I saw that.
That Green Hill.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes
Masthead IPAs.
He likes Masthead IPAs for sure. I think he would be a good member of the Great American Beer Club. And this isn't. I don't want to shit on the Great American Beer Club. It's a great club. The males, they package it up perfectly, and I appreciate that my company did that for me because it's a personalized gift. They have to know what I'm into.
They watch about you. Just air.
All your
grievances
was a gift card to Sweetwater.
Air all of your grievances about Speedway, the company that you work for, Speedway.
I do work for Speedway. Here's the thing about Speedway.
You're not doxing yourself. There's a lot of Speedways.
They don't carry enough flavors of C4.
C4. Ooh. Wow. Words hurt. Words have consequences, JT.
And I wish that here's what I wish about Red Bull, the other company I work for.
Yeah.
That they would carry more sugar-free versions of the good flavors that they have in full sugar. Like they have all those new flavors.
Oh.
The fruits and stuff.
Yeah, cranberry.
I want some of those in sugar-free.
Yeah, sugar-free.
Come on.
Do you drink Poppy, by the way? Have we talked about this? Poppy,
I don't drink Poppy, but
You're aware of it?
I'm aware of it.
Okay.
I'm aware of even their origin.
It's $2 a can.
I don't remember it right now.
It's tough at $2, but I like it. I like the taste.
Do you like it?
It's muted.
The best seltzer I've had. It's seltzer, right?
Nope.
What is it?
Pop.
It's pop.
But it's based off of apple vinegar, apple cider vinegar.
Never heard of it. Never heard that fact. I've heard of it.
I don't know what cans I have in the fridge. I might have one classic cola. It might be worth you ripping one right now.
I had just heard their origin story, but I forgot it now. So that's not good.
No, it brings value.
Somebody just made it, and then they started this business. You would think that this is a big Coke operation or something.
Yeah,
it's not. It's some guy.
By the way, Atlanta Airport, I understand that Coke is there. When I just want a frickin' Mountain Dew, I haven't had a Mountain Dew on the ship the whole time. I just want a lemon lime flavor that wasn't Sprite.
Have you had
this beer's fantastic.
New Sierra Mist? It's called something else, Slappies or something.
It's called something else.
You know what I'm talking about? It's called something, Slappies or Sippies or something.
Stay tuned for Slappy.
It's really good, actually.
I'll
find it. It's sugar-free. It's calorie-free. It's way better than Sprite. God, what the fuck is it called? I'm gonna look it up.
This beer is definitely a sipper. This would be a good calendar beer. I agree.
Starry.
Starry. Oh,
have you had Starry?
Yeah.
Starry's great.
Yeah, it's all right.
No, it's great.
This would be a top 5 calendar beer. Had this been in the calendar, it would have been a top 5 beer.
Oh yeah, this is a good calendar beer, right?
And it's a departure. It gives
it's
a conversation
good one-off. You want to drink it by itself. That's why it's a calendar.
You want to drink this on a Saturday night, Friday night when you don't have to work the next day by yourself and in a dark room.
And you can talk about it.
And you can talk about it to a camera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to find a way to get more Arbeiter in my life because they've just delivered amazing experiences and a complete departure. Again, they had a peated Scotch one. Now they have.
I didn't think this would be just the name quad, Belgian quad. I'd be like, nah.
But it's
not gonna be good.
Are you coming around the mountain?
On this one, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
We could probably put duct tape on this, for a lot of good beers that we've done with Stev before, and save it for Stev.
Oh yeah, Stev, should try it. I don't think it's as good.
Stev beer.
Yeah.
What was the beer that we did that? That was the one he gifted us. We're like, oh, he has to have this.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was
a beer. We capped it back.
I thought it was a beer we didn't like though.
It was 100% we didn't like.
Okay.
Jason, read the room.
Well, this one we like.
Speaking of which, Stev, did you ever find those beers that we gifted you for Christmas 2 years ago? It wasn't this last year. It was the year before. Before you rotated.
You lost them?
Yeah, I gave him a vertical of was it New Belgium? Stev, comment below if you found those.
Just comment below. He will.
Just comment.
I mean, there's no doubt about it.
It'll be a timestamp, and then.
What if this was the one episode he didn't comment on?
3 days. Did he comment on your episode?
Yeah. Comments on everything.
He
commented on Svelt.
That would be a challenge. We can't do it now because he'll remember.
Yeah.
100 episodes from now, we should do
100 from now.
2 years from now. The only comment we should do is let's talk about things that Stev is not aware about. So like,
what isn't he aware about though? He knows a lot of things.
Dallas, the TV show, or like
that's probably
MASH.
Does he,
like our favorite MASH episodes from season 2.
I don't have a favorite MASH episode.
But you could go through it. I mean,
I have at least seen MASH.
Yeah.
I've seen MASH as it aired, because I'm that old. You've seen MASH as it aired.
I think MASH ended in 84.
No, it didn't. It had to be later than that. Because I think my parents watched it.
So that was reruns. I think I was live. I don't think you were. That's going to be my stand.
That would be bad. That'd be bad if I wasn't alive. I don't know if my mom cared about MASH. ER. She cared about ER.
I was not alive by 2 weeks.
Oh, shit. It ended that early?
72 to 83. Well, it was... What war was it about?
Yeah, it was about Vietnam, right?
No, it's about Korea.
About Korea?
Yeah.
See, I don't even know because I didn't watch that shit. I just know it was about medical stuff.
That was the joke, that it lasted longer than the conflict.
Well, it has a tendency to do that.
Now
And then none of those actors ever did anything ever again.
Alan Alda?
Yeah, he was just the guy from MASH for the rest of his life.
Oh my God, he actually... No,
what else did he do?
Alan Alda was the most... Yeah.
What did he do? What was his...
Loretta Swift was...
What were all his movies? And credits.
You're going to... Acting credits there.
He was in The Simpsons probably, because everyone's in The Simpsons.
I'm going back to your Canadian Bacon, Murder at 1600,
See,
another big
these
one.
aren't even real things.
What Women Want.
What he was in? What Women Want?
The Aviator. Yeah.
He was in The Aviator.
Resurrecting the Champ. The Longest Ride. The Marriage Story.
I've never heard of any of these. These are B flicks.
These are B.
I've heard of What Women Want. That was with Mel Gibson, where he could hear women's thoughts.
Yeah, Glenn Ross.
I don't think you want to hear women's thoughts. It's not what they.
He was the most successful.
I think it's just mostly just
Alan Alda,
anger.
and he had lead billing on the show because he was hilarious.
Yeah,
but
he was. Yeah,
those I'm gonna show you a picture, and you're gonna
network TV. Those were different times. We're not there anymore. Times have changed.
Yeah, you recognize Alan Alda?
I know Alan Alda. I know who he is.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure he was in an episode of Scrubs or.
Alan Alda is not his real name, by the way.
No one in Hollywood has
Alfonso Joseph DeBruzio. D apostrophe.
Yeah,
which is a joke.
Get rid of all the Italianness of that name.
Joke on itself. You know, DeAndre and stuff like that.
Yeah. MASH.
Still alive, 89. You know who's alive that surprises everyone? From our childhood, from your childhood. Who? Mr. Feeney.
Mr. Feeney's still alive?
96.
Wow. Old man.
Still looks the same. He was in his 60s when that show was airing. You know,
Topanga had a renaissance here.
They have an amazing podcast.
I didn't know there was a podcast.
Yeah. Her, Ryder Strong, and Will Friedle.
Oh, okay.
I don't listen to it, but
no,
I've heard good things about it.
So
it's not Ben Savage. It's the other.
Right, yeah. It's the other characters. Adam Strong or whatever his name is. Is that his name? Adam?
Ryder Strong.
I don't know these names.
Do you know who that was?
Yeah, he was the friend. He was the best friend.
Corey's best friend, yep. And Will Friedle was...
He's the brother.
See?
Yeah,
you know this.
I know Boy Meets World. I've seen the show.
Yeah.
I didn't like Topanga much back then. I think she's aged well. She's a hot
He's a boy. She's the girl that made JT into a man.
No. Not true.
Am I close?
No, I mean, I don't know that you could point to any one.
Yeah, not lady that you would ever do on a podcast that's multinational and worldwide.
Not Topanga.
Not Topanga.
Not back then. I wasn't into Topanga.
Yeah, who were you?
I think
that's
she's
the episode
Spears,
for this title.
I mean, come on.
Britney Spears. Okay. So, we did really well with the Hayden.
She was my 10 back then.
Hayden Panettiere.
I know that she's not. I wasn't really. I think that was a Cobra thing. Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah, we did really well on that episode, though.
Yeah, that's true because people are looking for pictures of Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah. Amy Smart is mine.
Yeah, you like Amy Smart. I've changed. I don't even know who it is.
You have
who
changed.
It would be now. But as a teenager, Britney Spears was just like the top tier. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. She's kind of crazy now.
We both have types. It's for sure.
We have types.
I've seen your ex-girlfriends, Britney Spears, Topanga.
I don't think
Danielle,
Topanga wasn't
Danielle
even in
Fishel.
That.
Yeah.
Topanga wasn't in that.
Girls that you dated.
Yeah, girls I've dated. I don't think any of them.
What broke you and Britney
like
up?
That.
Are we willing to? Are you done with the Belgian?
It was Kevin Federline.
Are you done with the Belgian?
What was the guy in Seinfeld's name that also was a guy in real life who married Britney Spears? Remember that?
Oh.
Jason Alexander.
Does she have an ex-husband named Jason Alexander?
Yeah.
Kevin Federline.
Kevin Federline was the guy she married more long term, I think.
Was this the
one that she married a guy named Jason Alexander for like a day, and then they broke up. It was like that
was the one that she tried to get
rebellious. Yeah, it was like a rebellious
your
thing.
Britney Spears knowledge goes.
Oh, I got some deep Britney Spears knowledge. I was a fan.
I try to remember that.
I don't know shit about her music. Don't care about that. But personal life, who she is, even to this day, if Britney Spears came up to me, even in her craziness.
Jason Allen Alexander. Oh yeah,
that's his name.
It has it listed for 2004
trivia.
to 2004.
That's good trivia right there.
Everyone's older than me.
Britney Spears?
They're so old. Yeah,
How old is she?
She's 43. She's
I didn't know that.
Too old for you.
She wouldn't like me.
You don't.
I'm younger.
Yeah, you don't.
Women like.
You don't like older women. Is Caterade older?
She's younger. I don't like older women. No, she's younger.
Yeah, by like 10 years.
No, by like a year.
Okay.
We graduated 1 year apart.
That's a lot.
She
Big
turns
gap.
the age I am like very soon after me. Like 6-7 months.
It's a funny way to put it. I love it. The things that Belgian quads make you do. Stev's the baby. Stev's still.
Yeah, Stev's the baby.
Comfortably.
Yeah, I can't even put myself in that state of mind.
No. Oh, I can.
That's young. Is he 30 yet? No.
28. It's 27 or 28.
He's been. I feel like he's been 27 the whole time we've known him, and that can't be true.
If I was playing craps, I would put money on 7 and 8. You can't put.
So in craps, the only number that's bad is 7.
7 craps.
Everything else is good.
Yeah, depending on how you bet.
But you got to bet on those numbers.
I bet 6, 8.
7's not even available on the table.
No. If you're off, let's say the table craps out and somebody for the next hour just comes up there and rolls 7s, that's a windfall for everyone.
Yeah,
if it's off, it's a giant puck.
How does the house win?
It's not a house game.
Oh, the house doesn't win ever.
Well, they rake. So like you got all like, let's say I've got the pass line. I'm playing behind the pass line, and I'm just 6 and 8. I just put $15 on 6, $15 on 8. Rolls, craps, table clears.
Okay, so
so they clear on craps.
They just don't win; they just clear.
Yeah, they clear all the chips.
All right,
but they pay out as long as it's not a 7.
Okay.
Holy.
Where are we at?
We're doing good.
Yeah, I feel like we've only been doing.
It's easy.
40 minutes.
Easy time. Yeah, it's not 40 minutes.
Where are we at?
Where would you guess?
Hour 10.
No, we're only at 38 minutes.
No way, really?
No.
Where are we at?
At hour 13.
Oh, okay. So
this is.
Right.
Oh, I don't know if our sponsorships come up yet. He messaged me and he said it was the next episode, but I didn't look at that either. We're gonna be.
Oh yeah.
We're sponsoring a marble race channel. That I'm just gonna say it.
Digital marble race.
Digital marble race. You can go subscribe to it. We're gonna put that stuff below as soon as I can confirm. But it's the same guy that's making our sweet coasters for us. I'm gonna say Kyle.
I would like to see some marble races in real.
Sub racer. I'm gonna plug his channel. So it took us 7 years to get to 157 subscribers. Out shout to Kyle's dad. So I know he's our newest subscriber, according to Kyle. So lots of fun. I should have led off with that. But Kyle goes, "Hey, I would like you to sponsor our sub channel, our sub racer," and I go, "Of course. You're doing all of these things for us." So, out shout to the sub racers out there. Not aware of the overlap, but it's a lot of fun. So go check out Sub Racer, SUB Racer. It's a marble race.
Yeah.
And conclusion of that story?
I'll watch it.
They just started 2.5 months ago. They have more subs than
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna subscribe.
More
tonight.
subs.
I'm gonna sub tonight.
I think they're probably over 200 now already. He messaged me when they passed me.
It's just a different
before the cruise
category. I mean, people who drink craft beer aren't subscribing to shit on YouTube.
Once you sub to it and comment, you're a marble in the next race.
Really? That's cool.
The Brew Crew podcast.
I want to be a marble.
Took 11th in the race two weeks ago.
That's not good. 11th?
We gotta do better.
I don't do double digits. Once
Digital Bather fell off, my other handle was like 60th.
That's way too. That's too deep. How many marbles are in these races? I'm gonna watch.
I
don't have to answer these questions.
Sub racer. If you comment, you're in.
I want to be in the race.
The man who paints, or whatever your handle is.
That's a callback.
Yeah.
I tried. It didn't work.
The commentary.
People were so mad. Yeah, that was the point. The point was to have shitty paintings with good commentary.
Oh, look at this.
And to pretend like I knew what I was doing.
I'm so disappointed.
But yeah, they were so mad. They were like, "Don't put a thumbnail of a real baseball when you painted this fucking garbage." That's what happened. But yeah, anyway.
I know he loves his gift because he's played with it.
I love it
so many times.
I can't not use my hands. I think this beer's great. Arbeiter's great.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember the peat one you're talking about or whatever it was. What was the other Arbeiter beer?
It was an episode that you weren't available. You were. It might have been a cruise beer. It was episode 317.
Oh yeah, that was probably cruise beer. Yeah.
So because there was two. I did one solo and I did one with Better Matt, and I did the Scotch. I go, can you do a bigger one? And so he called an audible. So I have an audible documented on the page.
All right. It's got a richness about it. It has a very, it almost harkens to the barley wine in its, palate coating. It doesn't have the richness of a barley wine. It doesn't have the strength of a barley wine.
What?
But it's good. Not what I expected out of a Belgian quad. Which would be, I would assume that the, single, double, triple quad thing is the same across all beers.
Yeah.
So it's just quadruple malted. Right?
Yeah.
It's good. They nailed it. Is there any can art to do? Not really. There it is. We don't have to do the music. There's no can art bonus segment. All right. People like the music. That's true.
Chuggalo Dave does. Which, by the way, we should have slammed our glasses for Chuggalo's birthday.
Yeah, I mean, there's no can art. It's fine. It's good can art. I can't really come up with another description other than it's got a.
It smells like bananas.
I really want to find. Yeah, I guess there's some bourbon in there.
But
it's really just more sweet.
Toffee?
Yeah, toffee. It's got just a sugary sweetness about it.
Worked caramel?
Yeah, I could see caramel maybe. Or as I like to say, caramel. Because I'm American.
Yeah, either one. Same thing.
Boy, this is a surprising beer. Because if you said Belgian quad, I'd say no thanks. But this beer, I would say please. Please and thank you.
You could drink 4 or 5 of these in a sitting, JT.
No.
You'd go from sitting to laying really quickly.
What do I want to give this beer? I think there's a little booziness that peaks out, which is fine. It's a 10, so 10.4 you said?
10.4.
Yeah, geez, what do I give this beer? I think I got to be at the same score as the previous one, 4.75. I think if it coated the palate a little bit more with like that sweetness for a longer period of time,
you were teetering.
It would be a 5.
It's tough to do that with a Belgian versus like a stout or something like that has way more adjuncts.
It's thicker, it has more adjuncts.
Or esters. The magic that this dance creates on your palate is fantastic. This is I can't do anything different about this beer. I even warmed it up a little bit, so it's definitely in the 50s to 60s right now. It's where it should be to wake up the magic that they put into it. It's, you know, the banana on the nose, the toffee, the caramel.
Yeah, I don't get the banana on the nose. So maybe if I got that, maybe it'd be a 5. I get
on the fresh
chocolate on the nose.
Oh yeah, see, that's all banana when I smell that. Yeah, it's a 5. This is Arbeiter. You know, the first 5 of the year, because I'd have to check. I mean, we're at the end of March. Oh no, we got another March episode next week, so we're not at the end. We're in the madness.
Yeah, we are in the madness.
We're gonna do really well when this episode's gonna be called Britney Spears.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of views on this.
We're gonna have to put
because of Britney.
We're gonna have to put something else on it. Britney Spears something.
Britney Spears Svelt Stev.
I gotta write that down. It's going in really soon. I'm not there. I don't have to edit this.
No, there's no editing because no one spilled anything, and you don't need to save face for any reason.
Svelt Stev. I always need to save face.
Maybe smart. Yeah, I just don't get it. But that's why we have types.
Girl next door. Oh yeah, I'm not 100%. I do have 100%. People have looked back at my history and go, "You have a type." People have done it.
I've not looked at your history.
No,
I can imagine what it is though.
I married the best out of them, so
yeah, that's what we all think.
As did you.
Yeah, as did I.
As your type.
Married to Britney, you know.
She is pretty much Britney Spears.
Yeah, a lot less singing and dancing. More just existing.
More marriage days than
more
24
like accessible.
Hours. More accessible.
Yeah, that's it. We're good then, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, that's it. Svelt Stev, Britney Spears. Tons of views. Thanks for watching. All you newcomers that were looking for Britney Spears, this is it. This is what you get.
Yeah, if you made it to this point,
2 dudes.
Throw us one.
Yeah, just subscribe, please. That's it for Podcast. Bye.